Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. It's Chuck here, and I neglected to send a message out the day before. I had a course yesterday, so that's why I couldn't do the video. So we're going to take all the listings that we would have done yesterday plus today, and we're going to do kind of the wrap up before the long weekend. So you're probably going to see us next on Tuesday. If I feel like doing one on Monday, I might, but chances are I'm probably just going to goof off on Monday. Okay, so anyhow, let's get right to the list. It's 14 properties. 235 Bronte, number 63 is the first one. It's a 242.9. Getting harder to find these places under 250. Laminate floors, and you kind of see some of the upgrades that you've seen. Some of these, the kitchen's not too bad. There's an eat-in area. There's a walkout outside. Some nice comfy couches there. I think the beds have nice bedspreads. The couches certainly add to the space. So these guys have done some nice stuff. There's an undermounted sink in the bathroom. So 2-car parking in the driveway. Certainly some nice things. I like the 235 Bronte complex. It's got good maintenance fees, and 242.9 to me, based on what I'm seeing, seems to be pinpoint right where they need to be. Okay, so 81 Millside, number 1101 is at 259.9, and kind of a quiet street that runs basically between Main Street, north or east and west, and then Martin, north and south. Nice location. You're right by Mill Pond. This is a northwest view too, so you might even catch some of that Mill Pond off on the west view. But certainly a nice looking place. The pictures have been done very well. The same photographer we use. Obio is a great photography company. Electric baseboard heat, but your hydro is included in your condo fees. So the condo fees are about $538 a month, but they include just about everything. Okay, so drop ceiling in the kitchen allowed them to do some pot lights pretty easily. I think that this kitchen with a little bit of work could really transform itself. There's lots of cabinets here, and I like it. I think it's good. Based on what you see in this building, it's sort of slightly above average condition, and the price seems pretty fair too. Now, 1491 Maple, number 402. First of all, this is the front, like this is the picture that gets distributed. Is this marketing? Is this the best way that somebody could showcase this house? In my eyes, no, I don't think so. I think that there's some good elements underneath all this stuff, but there's just, you got to take this stuff down. I just, as an agent, I don't know if I could, in good conscience, put a picture up that looked like this. Not to say that our listings are perfect by any means, okay? But I think that, especially as the sort of impact shot, I don't know. Anyways, it's 2-bedroom, 2-washroom. Both the washrooms have a shower. Looks like a stand-up shower in both of them. Looks like lots of square footage. I mean, anytime you can see floor space that big in a condo, certainly a good thing. 289, the fourth floor, which you don't see here, it's not showcased very well, is there's a really high ceiling in this unit. It goes up to about 12 feet. It's terrific. But you don't see that magic from these photos. I think once you go to see this one, if you can see past maybe a little bit of clutter, 289 probably is not far off where they need to be, for sure. Doesn't say how big it is, but they do have the California shutters. There's been some extra soundproofing done. Very nice thing. So who knows? 810 Fowls is at 317.9 end unit. So we're looking at just under 1,300 square feet. It's the 2-bedroom version, which I like a lot better. The 3 on this one is very small. And they have the 1 full bathroom upstairs. And really, there's not a lot of description here. I don't know. It seems a little bit high compared to what the other ones are selling for in that unit, or in that type of model. So 706 Rose Heath, 344.9, and so you're talking about, I don't think that's a full garage. I think it's about a garage and a half, 30 by 100-foot lot. And so nice mature trees here. The backyard's private, and then you also have, some updates inside. So this one listed before. I was surprised when it didn't sell. They've certainly put it in a competitive range. Those look like the original cabinets that somebody's just painted and put some good hardware on. It's a great example of what you can do for low cost. Those countertops are not very expensive. and a decent backsplash. And there you go. You've transformed the kitchen. You also have green apples here. And yeah, it is looking nice. Now, there's a chance this one on Rose Heath is backing onto Dairy. Maybe that's why it's a little trickier. I haven't checked the actual location on Rose Heath. My gut is telling me there's a reason probably why it's not selling. But man, great looking home. Really, really nice, and I think good value. Put a car in the garage plus a bunch of extra stuff. Manify is at $399.9, and when you look at this as a townhouse, I don't see $399 as being the initial first impression, but I mean they've got a finished basement, so it's 1334 square feet plus professionally finished basement. So let's say the basement's what, 500 square feet, 600 square feet. That would put you at about 2,000 square feet. That would be the first time that amount of square footage would be the time where I would expect to see it getting up into the high threes. They also do have a private lot backing onto a pond. Typically, the adjustment on the townhome is a bit less, maybe 10 to 15,000 for something like that. So, I mean, let's wait for the photos. Let's see what's going on with it. It looks like it's maybe being a bit aggressive, but it might be hard to, I mean, it's really hard to make that call without seeing the photo. So 847 Scott, it's a rosewood model. It's 1860 square feet, 409, 888. Not really any hardwood. So what you have is a living room, dining room, and there's your front door. And then you walk down the hallway, and then you've got a family room and a kitchen. Here's your kitchen there, dark cabinets. You've got an island that moves around. It's okay. It doesn't blow my mind. You know, I think upstairs they put some laminate, might be hardwood, and there's a bit of a treatment studio right here, possibly like a home-based business. And you're talking about no fencing. I don't know. I don't really see 409 being a price that's going to excite many people for this model. I think you can find a lot of good semis, same square footage, similar or even better features for a little bit less than that. So 133 Willett, 444.9, and so I mean the big thing with this one, this is probably 1700 square feet. October 25th is the possession we're looking for. Nice hardwood floors. You got the front room here, which most people use as a dining room. Then there's the family, and then you also have the kitchen. There's some pot lights there, and again a good backsplash stainless steel. It's not, the formula is not that, you know, it's not crazy. It's pretty easy to figure out. And then you've got the rooms upstairs plus probably a den upstairs. Okay, so it's not far from the park there. If you look, yeah, it just looks like there's the 3 bedrooms there. Looks all right. It certainly is attractive, I think, for that price. You know, there are bigger homes you can buy for less than that. Probably one of the strangest things that I'm seeing in this list is what the heck is on these garage doors? Is that a landscape? Is that Tuscany? Like, I don't even know. Like, what in the world? Anyways, so that's Morland's. Let's try not to focus on that. It's a double car garage. It's 4 bedrooms on a 116-foot lot. It's got a pool, and it's under $500,000. Like that's a lot of stuff. Even here, we talked about those kitchen upgrades. Paint the cupboards, put a new counter, put some stainless steel in, and you're in great shape. Okay, so you've got a fireplace there. It looks like they may have done a gas insert. Nice, right? Like there's no finished basement, but I think there's a ton of value in this one. And I just don't know what's going on with those garage doors. And that's brick being painted too. If that's actual paint on the outside, ooh. 1008 Philbrook, we got a battle of the junipers in today's list. And so the first juniper model is this one here on Philbrook, 519. And so you've got this front area that's used as like a little office or maybe a living room, and you go down the hall, you've got this room off to the left-hand side. Kitchen's not huge in this one. Sundial's known for big lots and smaller kitchens. That's sort of how they build them. There's the family room. It's got this nice peak ceiling, and then it opens up to the top level. If you're watching TV, you got to be careful there, because if you have kids sleeping upstairs, are you going to wake them up? I don't know. Yeah, it looks nice. $519 I think is a great price for this one. I think it's sort of 23 to 24, maybe a touch over 2,400 square feet. Nice 100-foot lot. Most of the Madme ones are hovering around 80 to 85. So nice sized piece of property there. Okay, so then we've got this one in Holtzsworth, and it must be really hard when you list something, you go, okay, we're going at this, and then a guy undercuts you by $30,000. So these guys are at $549, and certainly justified. I mean, you're talking about upgraded flooring here. The kitchen has had more upgrades, the undermount sink, you've got the granite counters. Is somebody going to see $30,000 in this? I don't know, but I'm pretty much guessing they're going to go look at both of these guys, and there's your bigger backyard too. I like the one on Holtzsworth. I'd probably pay a little bit more for it, but good battle here. 2330 is what they say is the square footage. Now, Legere Way is probably around the same square footage as that one there, 589. And certainly nice things, but you got to put your appliances in, right? Who's going to put your window coverings in? We'll check to see if they have air conditioning in the house. Yeah, they've done some dark stuff. They back onto a pond. To me, out of all these, I mean, Holtzsworth is definitely my favorite. It says no air conditioning, so there's still money to be spent in this home, even though $45,000 in upgrades. Will they even live in the home? You're going to need to put some money in. 1637 Ramshaws at 694.9, and pattern concrete out front. Tothberg model, 3331 square feet. You got some hardwood floors here, nice colors, nice design, nice photos here. The kitchen isn't sort of blow your brains crazy, wild, amazing, but solid, right? I mean, you've got just the white appliances, lighter cabinets. You do have the tiles on diagonal, and I mean, good looking home. There's a good shot of the ensuite. This is one of my favorite ensuites. The model here is terrific. But look at the backyard. So you've got this pattern concrete here. You've got all kinds of green space. You back onto green space as well. Check the virtual tour. You'll see a couple more photos here. It's a 5-bedroom home, and $694.9 is a very, very good price for this home. We've had the one on Tuxford. We just got an offer in on it, but we've had that for sale for a while. And these guys, while smaller, certainly have some features that compete pretty strongly with that. So definitely a nice one, and yeah, I fully support their pricing. So 242 Main Street is at $789, and the nice thing about being on Main Street in Campbellville is if you're a doctor, if you're, I don't know, an accountant, if there's any number of things, there's a good chance that the commercial, I don't know what this is zoned as. It looks like it's rural residential, but could you get commercial zoning on a property like this? Have part of the houses being an office? Perhaps, okay, so something definitely to look into. Nice high 8-foot door here, double car garage in the back. It looks like it was all custom built, maybe, I don't know how many years ago, between 5 and 10 years. Hardwood floors, big baseboards, open concept, and you're on a good sized piece of land. You got 106 frontage, 169 deep, and it's $789. Very, very attractive. I like it a lot. 2,700 square feet. I'm really feeling that one. So that is the list today. Okay, so it's 14 properties. The next time I'm going to see you is probably on Tuesday. So if we don't see each other before then, have a fantastic weekend, and just have a lot of fun. Enjoy your family, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.